position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see, the number 12 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the 4th-ranked team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Ducks will kick it off to get us underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. The short hands, it's Moore. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Let's see how they set the tone on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Manning. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. He breaks a tackle and runs through another one.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The House of Loud is deafening on this 3rd down. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. From the shotgun, they'll run it. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. The Longhorns headed quickly to the line. From the shotgun, the inside give. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They'll try to run for it. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. Trying to keep the drive alive. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1. It was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this 1st drive.
Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
10th play of the drive coming up, but this time a chance for the defense to get off the field on 3rd and long. A little screen to the running back. He'll be stopped at the 32. Still ground to cover if they want to convert, and 4th down is coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Snagged out of the air. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking for a man. It's Manning. Throws to the wideout. Working on the right. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Third down. Red zone play. Crowd alive. A quick completion to the left. Looking for the first down. And boy, is he close to that first down. Maybe just a couple of inches short. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And the Longhorns will come to the line to convert on fourth down. He'll go to the sneak. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Yeah, I think those quarterback sneaks used to be for the big, strapping quarterbacks. But, man, nowadays, dude, all you got to do is fall forward, and it's such a hard play to stop. So you see this all across all levels of football, and it's just a difficult play to stop.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Longhorns are in the hurry-up. Second down, they'll go to the air. Firing to the right, complete. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Well, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And don't break by the defense, right? They've allowed a lot of big plays, but here in the red zone, great job in coverage on that third down. And now the offense is in an interesting situation.
How good has this offense been on fourth down, converting all 3 times, and they're lining up to go for it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Touchdown, Texas! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And this offense just made their first statement, the first drive. Fourth down. What are we going to do? We're going to be aggressive. Not only that, they get the touchdown. They're rewarded. What a hot start for this offense.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Well, that was about as lengthy a drive as you're ever going to see. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the cover. Unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Wants to adjust the pattern. Moore will throw. With the catch, it's low. At the 35, he's open. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. Just got to get him to the ground quickly.
And he moved it slightly forward. Defense played it well. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Back to pass. Makes the grab. It's Moore. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. The Ducks want to pick up the tempo. They'll throw on 3rd and short. He's got the tight end. Just plowing ahead. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. How valuable is a tight end in the red area? Now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
I love it. Find the big fella down in the red area. Big target, works the middle of the field, easier throws. Nice job by this offense, keeping it very simple.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. They'll send the back in motion. Direct snap. It's Moore. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Looking to convert. They'll go to the Wildcat. On the direct snap. It's Moore. And they are knocked down way behind the line of scrimmage as the defense declaws the Wildcat.
And it's like the defense knew on 3rd and goal. They're not a tackle in the middle. They're going to go to the outside. They run the touch pass, and they fly after it, fly upfield, make the tackle, and now it's decision time. 4th and goal. What you going to do, offense?
He's going for the goal line. He made the grab but couldn't punch it into the end zone, and the defense gets a stop and gets the football back. And the roar is reverberating throughout this stadium as the defense has them pinned deep. Not much movement there as the gain of 1 gets him out to the 5.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
To the air, it's Manning. A little release to the back. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable 3rd down. Get something positive. But how about the defense? Just reacting so fast, getting to the running back, and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field.
Picked off. What a way to set him up. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Ducks.
You've got to be so careful as a quarterback throwing over the middle of the field with this linebacker. He is so good in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes. He'll make you pay, and he did right there with that pick 6.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. Out of the gun, looking to throw. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
After the misfire, it's second down. Dropping back, it's Manning. Got a man, it's Moore. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Austin. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the right. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. And the Longhorns will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Making side adjustments here. They'll start this drive going to the air. Finds a tight end. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
The Ducks have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Moore to the air. Fires to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Well, the QB looked like he knew where he wanted to go with that football, but give the defense credit. They were able to swat that one away.
And the Ducks lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Got the back over the middle. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. Wants to keep it in the air. That's caught. It's Moore. Hits him with a stiff arm. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. To the air on first down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Catch in the middle, it's Stewart. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch and keep it.
Headed to the end zone. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed.
Touchdown, Oregon! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Manning. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. You love to deliver a punch on the first play of the drive. They've got it at the 46 on first down. Lost to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Wingo. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The hurry up now. Second down. Clock ticking. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Smacks him with the stiff arm. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Offense changing the play. Looking to throw on first down. He's going to let it go. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. Trying to take it back.
If you don't have good vision, you're not going to be a middle-of-the-field safety. You got a lot of ground to cover from hash to hash. You better be able to see the quarterback. You better be able to see routes and break on the football. Nice job seeing the formation, seeing the route, breaking on it, and making the interception.
They're going to throw it to start the drive. Fires to the wideout. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Well, the offense taking a shot after getting the takeaway. They're in what's called the fringe area. It's not quite the red zone, but it's a good spot to throw posts, to throw goes, to throw deep corner routes, smash routes. That's exactly what they were thinking that time. Just a little bit off on the throw. Nice play by the defense, but I love the aggressive nature that time by the O.
Deep shot for the end zone. He can haul it in. Incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. And that'll do it. Here in the second quarter, halftime has arrived, and we head to the studio. The Longhorns will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And that's the thing about this defense. Yeah, they may be losing the game right now, but they've got difference makers on that side of the football. They got guys that can step up like that, create havoc, get a sack, create negative plays. They're going to need more of that here in the second half if they're going to win this game.
And he'll be smacked to the ground. The Ducks really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Moore will throw. Trying to burn this defensive back. Pulls it in down the sideline. Hits the crease. Touchdown, Ducks! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Sometimes it's players, not plays, or sometimes it's both. And when you got that guy and you put him in the slot and you let him burn for a go route right past a nickel corner or one of the reserve corners or a safety, that's a great job by the offense, and that speed you can't teach, and that's why he's in the house for 6.
And he puts through the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way.
Going for the big play. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
Well, the defense just did the quarterback a massive favor. That's the nicest thing they've done to him all game. They've already picked him off twice. That should have been number 3.
Makes the grab on the left. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Complete. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. And the offense with no intention to draw the defense off sides. They want to run on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Nice job by the defense there. You talk about when you have your foot on the neck of your opponent, you just keep the pressure down, right? You don't take it off. And with that opportunity on 4th down in their opponent's territory, you get the stop. You now get an opportunity here in the second half to build on your 2-possession lead.
The Ducks want to crank the tempo.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
And the Ducks come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Sends it back in motion. Moore to the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Moore. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Oregon! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, when you've got a quarterback that has this type of ability, there's no question what your strategy is going to be week in, week out, right? They want to throw the football. They want to hurt you with their ability to push it downfield through the air. 3 passing TDs in this one already.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell in.
And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
And talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his 2nd interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction, he's come up with a big play. And in a tight game like this, those 2 interceptions, that is massive for this defense.
Fires to the big fella. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Moore. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the wildcat.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard.
And the defense sniffs it out, and they're all over it. Down he even get the throw off on the trick play. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Quarterback may change this route. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. To the end zone, and it's picked off. He'll go down right there, but what a big play to come up with that turnover.
Man, it's really nice as a defense to force 3rd and long, where you can bring in the nickel, Jesse, and you can play zone coverage with those zone eyes on the quarterback.
Yeah, as a quarterback, too, you got to know with that extra DB out there, your timing better be good and you better be accurate, because if you're not, they've got ball hawks in the back end, and that errant throw gets picked.
Wants to throw. It's Manning. He's going for the big play. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, the best thing that's happened so far in this game for this offense has been looking this guy's way and giving him a shot. He has their only touchdown in this game, so they're trying to take another shot down the field. Good job in coverage defensively. You've got to be aware of where this guy is, because
he tries to take the top off. And it's his 4th interception of the game. Still on his feet at the 45. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to defend the field position with the return. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Defense made a play with that interception to set them up. Now to see if they can cash it in. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. Stop at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
The Ducks trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. On the option. And he's loose, and he'll take it to... No position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of 2 elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome everyone to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 4th-ranked team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll... Stopped at the 17. From the gun, running back gets the give. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down.
And it's not as easy as you think on these 3rd and shorts when you know they're running the football to get a stop. And the running back falls forward, but a great job by the defense. Getting the tackle back, not letting him get the first down, keeping him short, and now forcing the offense into decision time. Do they want to go for it early, make a statement, create some momentum? Big stop by this defense.
They are backing up their pregame words. Their first drive of the game, 4th down in their own end, and they're going for it. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he'll go down, but he delivered the business end of his stiff arm to that defender on the way.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. To the air, it's Ncaa. Snags it. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. They'll try to run for it. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. And he won't be able to push his way in. He stopped at the 1.
I think the defense was even caught off guard on that one, guys. Not seeing the field goal unit trot out onto the field. They had a golden opportunity there to make a stop and get the ball back without surrendering any points. They couldn't do it, though, and now all of a sudden their backs are against the wall.
These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal.
And nice job by this defense. You kind of knew something like this was coming. Great job. You got to get penetration. First thing you have to do is get him under that center. Make it really hard for him to go forward right now. Nice penetration, stopping the quarterback sneak in his tracks.
Tries to slither forward on the sneak. Sneak gets it done.
And how about make no mistake about it? Line up, bring in the big boys. You know, you probably have a good idea of what I'm trying to accomplish. 4th down situation, and the offense comes through playing with a little physicality, a little muscle.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
So now it's 2nd and long. Moore will throw. Moves away as he feels pressure. Pulls it in. It's Stewart. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Looking downfield on first down. Fires deep toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
This defensive coaching staff, they love their secondary, and they love the matchups they have. They believe they've got 5 guys at least back there that can cover one-on-one. You saw a great example of it there on third down, forcing the incompletion.
That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
A shot toward the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed. It's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Looking to throw, it's Ncaa. Quickly out to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The Buckeyes want to move quickly.
Now, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Try to throw for it.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions. And then the pass rush, they win up front.
Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. And the Buckeyes line up to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Had to hurry the punt a bit, but gets great distance. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. Gives him the big stiff arm. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Well, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
The Ducks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. On the run, it's Whittington. Oh, gives him the tough stiff arm. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
He's so loaded around, thick and compact, but fast and shifty. They're just so hard to tackle. And you can see he just does a great job breaking tackles, breaking tackles. He does this consistently. That's why he's really hard to stop at the running back spot.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Quarterback making checks. Moore to the air. Gets it out quickly. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the Ducks racing to the line in a hurry up. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
On 4th and 9, the offense will stay on the field. Now the play fake. They got him for the sack, and they'll get the ball back after the 4th down stop.
Well, I love the play call by the defense there on 4th down. They were expecting pass, and they didn't decide to just lay back and play zone coverage. They were going to dial up the pressure. They bring the blitz, and they just overwhelm the offensive line and anyone else trying to protect that quarterback field position.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
These are the ones in the stands where you get booed if it doesn't work. Why would you run the ball on 2nd and long? You stink, OC. Or you get the big applause and you're like, yes, nice job. Keeping the manageable 3rd down situation. Good call. So tough spot to be in 2nd and long. Nice answer, nice run.
Breaks into the open. And he picks up the 1st down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
And they may have caught the defense snapping there a little bit, David, maybe expecting pass on that 3rd down, but because of the back's effort now, fresh set of downs.
And it's so nice to have a guy that you can give the football on these 3rd down situations and feel confident you're going to continue to move the sticks.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Zings it complete to the right. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
Scanning the field, it's Sayed. Bringing the heat. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. On target to the left. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Got it in the middle. It's Peoples. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
And guys, how many first downs is that? Just on this drive alone? I mean, this defense allows 1 or 2 more drives like this, and they're going to be gassed by the third quarter.
He wants to throw it. That one falls incomplete. They reached into the bag of tricks on first down and couldn't pull it off. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. It's complete on the right side. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. Knocked off his feet.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you've practiced all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
All they need is a field goal to make it a 2-score game, but they are going into the end zone. He goes. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. That is what they mean when they say ball control. A 14-play touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Moore will throw. Here's the pressure. He'll try to do it himself.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
Going over the top. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit and coverage that forces the incompletion.
And back to the air on 2nd down. Can't find a receiver, and down goes the quarterback. A sack to punctuate this first half. So the first half has come to a close. We'll take a break and head over to the halftime show. The Ducks will line up to kick off and start the second half. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're...
Oh, he's got some space. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Oh, he's going to pass it. It falls incomplete, and man, did they think they had that one set up, and it didn't quite work. The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. Makes the grab. It's Tate. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. The Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. Gonna look downfield again. Rushes on him. Incomplete, and they tried to catch him flat-footed on first down, but the defense was ready.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback make that kind of decision.
The sure hands, it's Peoples. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Here comes second down, and this crowd is turning it up a notch. Out of the gun to give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Buckeyes will hustle to the line. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Touchdown, Ohio State. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Finds his man. It's Moore. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Moore to the air. Spits it out to the back. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
And that can be frustrating to watch running backs not make plays like a receiver, but they're not a receiver. And a lot of times when they have guys around them, the focus that receivers have it doesn't exist in them. And you could tell just dropped the football, lost a little bit of focus, but I think those footsteps were close enough where he hurt him.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on fourth down. Showing off the arm. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. He puts some heat on that one down the middle. Oh, it's picked off. Got room on the return. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
I'll tell you what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver and they get to chase him, but really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Pocket breaking down. It falls incomplete. How about the trickeration on first down that just goes awry? Working well behind the sticks on second down. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. The pass is incomplete. Thought they might catch the defense napping, but it'll be third down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Defense was not fooled for a second, and it'll bring up fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. He might want another play. Moore will throw. Keeps looking downfield. The throw. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Bought a little time, lets it go. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. They've got it in field goal range, but they'll try to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. They'll run it from the gun. Powers through the defender. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. Going for the marker on the ground. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
The Ducks trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. He's looking to pass. Finds his big tight end. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Wants to go up top. Quarterback adapted. Touchdown, Ducks! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the field because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
Backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. From the gun, the running back looking for room. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle, nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. They'll ride the hot hand. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football, so he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
On the run, it's Jackson. Got the first down and still on his feet. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
Man, this offense would really like to lean on this guy in the 4th quarter, right? They've got the lead, and you just saw his ability there, breaking a tackle. He looks like he's getting stronger as the game goes on. I'd expect him to get a few more carries here before this game's over.
The Buckeyes come to the line in the hurry-up. from the shotgun. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
On third down, he drops to throw. A strike downfield. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Well, you can afford to be a little bit late as a quarterback when you're throwing crow routes into zone coverage when you've got an arm like that. This dude's got a cannon.
The Buckeyes will go for it on fourth down. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. So the early contact for the defense, and they'll move it up 5 yards. So it's 1st and 10 after that costly defensive penalty on fourth down. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They'll leave it with him. Across the 25, he's got room. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the first down. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, give on the inside. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line and a big red zone opportunity here. DB's right up on the receivers. Just when they're looking run, now up top. It's incomplete. They've been waiting to run that one and couldn't quite pull it off. It's third down. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. It's complete to the left. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
Yeah, and that's one of those where you just look at the coverage. You look at down the field, taking away all the options, making sure you don't throw that ball downfield to get the first down. The only option, check it to the running back. Now I close that space. Nice job tackling.
On fourth down, looking to pass. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Motion from the back. On the snap, it's Moore. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one. They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chain. On the direct snap, it's Moore. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down. Hauls it in, the first down and more. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Moore to the air. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
offense has got to find something here in the fourth quarter. You can tell pressing a little bit. They need that big play. They want that big play to try to make this game a better ball game. Took the shot. Unsuccessful, but I wouldn't be surprised if they take some more of those.
And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. And the Ducks moving quickly to the line. Wants to throw it. Throws to the tight end. And the big deflection on third down forces a fourth down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. He's taking a deep shot. And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. Looking for more room. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense. Unloads quickly. Crosses the tag. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
And this offense, you can tell, just still feeling confident. Like, they have the lead. It's the fourth quarter. First down, that's not a running play. That's a passing play. They're really in a rhythm, feeling good about themselves.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes! That score looks as if this one might have put it a little too far out of reach.
Yeah, this game's pretty much over. That was just the icing on the cake. But, you know, speaking of cake, I'm kind of hungry. Can we get out of here? Can we finish this game so I can go get something to eat?
And he added the extra point. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Use the play fake, now to throw. He wants a big play here late. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the...
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. So here they come going for it on 4th and long. The aftershocks of that earlier sack still reverberating. Crosses the 30. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Moore will throw. He's taking a deep shot. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. It'll be 3rd and long. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Moving away from pressure. Here's a throw downfield late. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game